through those back doors weary, still wearing the weight of the day. Sometimes with tears already falling, sometimes with nothing to say. I've sat there ashamed of my failures, wondering if grace still came through. But somewhere between the singing and preaching, God met me there in that pew. In a church pew, that's where my burden started lifting. In a church pew, that's where my broken heart found healing. When life said hi, God said come. When shame said run, mercy said son. And every time this world tore me in two, God put me back together in a church pew. I've gone after nights full of bad choices, after battles nobody knew, walked in feeling more like a sinner than somebody heaven could use. But I found out the church ain't a courtroom for people pretending they're clean. It's a hospital filled with wounded souls still needing Calvary. In a church pew, that's where my burden started lifting. In a church pew, that's where my broken heart found healing. When life said hi, God said come. When shame said run, mercy said son. And every time this world tore me in two, God put me back together in a church pew. So go when you're tired, go when you're hurting, go when the devil says stay home tonight, go when your faith feels weak and fading, 'cause somehow God still shows up right on time. You may walk in barely holding on, but you won't leave the same way you came. In a church pew, I found hope when mine was fading. In a church pew, I heard grace call out my name again, and the altar lights and the saints praying reminded me God wasn't done saving. And I've never regretted walking through those old church doors to sit in a church pew. Trials are fought better in a church pew than alone in the dark